Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on your part of the world. Welcome to the Friday stream, a very tough Friday stream as well. Let's just give the camera a little bit of a wobble. Welcome to everybody who has already jumped in. Ed's first in from, I was going to say sunny Singapore, but I'd imagine it's pretty dark by now. It must be evening time for you. Isaac's with us. Got No Game is with us. Sean Poole is with us. TaylorMade Gaming is in as well. Welcome to you all. What a Friday afternoon stream in the heat we have. I've got a lot of explaining to do. I've probably played a little bit more Football Manager than I was intending to after the last stream. Somewhere along the line, it has all gone pretty horribly wrong. Let's jump straight into the game early because we have got lots to get through. And let's try and make some sense of this, shall we? So, last stream, don't worry, by the way, don't worry. We've not moved clubs. 8 PM for Ed as well. Heat wave in this region. Know very much how you feel. Benjamin's with us. What have you done this time? I was about to say, I don't think I've done anything. Well, I have. But I've not moved clubs. I've absolutely not moved clubs. Soccer Scenarios is with us as well. Welcome in. So, last stream was glorious. Last stream was epic. Last stream was triumphant. We were taking on La Liga clubs in the quarterfinals and the first leg of the semi-finals of the Copa del Rey. We'd beaten Athletic Bilbao, we'd beaten Real Betis, we'd beaten Atletico Madrid. We were looking absolutely fabulous. We were a club on fire, and we were going for it on not one but two fronts as we were gunning for promotion, perhaps even the title, no less. We can eradicate all of those thoughts from our consciousness right now. I decided to play the second leg of the Copa del Rey semi-final against Atletico Madrid. We won the first leg 2-1. We conceded that very late goal when we were 2-0 up. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to play this second leg in between streams rather than come back for it for the start of today's stream, because I didn't think I would win it. And I thought it would be a bit of a damp stream to just lose to Atletico Madrid and then bounce into a couple of, fairly mundane league games. So I thought, you know what? Let's play on a little bit. If we do somehow perform a miracle and beat Atletico Madrid, hey, we'll come back for a Copa del Rey final against Barcelona. If we don't beat Atletico Madrid, spoiler, we didn't. Well, we'll come back for the promotion run-in. Maybe come back for the last maybe 5 games of the season to see if we can clinch the title. We will not be clinching the title. We will not be getting automatic promotion either. Football Manager has handed us, dealt us, if you will, one of those runs of form that, I don't know, sometimes I feel like I'm the only one that suffers these runs of form. We've been getting smashed left, right and centre. I'll be brutally honest, a lot of the games were played with the PC balanced on the edge of the window, just ready to nudge. There's one game in particular. Honestly, I had hair before this game. I had hair going into stoppage time of this game. And I'll show you in a minute. Okay, are you ready, people? Because this is going to rock you to your very cores, I'm afraid. We're going to show you the form. We're going to go from the Atletico Madrid second leg, which looked a little something like this. 2-1 up from the first leg. It was tied after 2 minutes. 3-2 down after 23 minutes. 4-2 down after 34 minutes. 5-2 down after 39 minutes. Get the boys in at half time. It wasn't great. And then we went out and conceded another one at the start of the second half. And then Francisco Javier decided to do that kind of thing that players do when you're getting smashed. The two-footed scissor lunge, just because he's as frustrated as I was. But you know what? I thought, hey, this is a very good side we were facing. And we are not trying to win the Copa del Rey. We're trying to win the league in all 5 of the big nations in Europe. So I thought, that's fine. Let's just concentrate on the league. And we did that to good effect in the next game because we took on Girona, who were second, and we closed the gap on them by beating them 3-0. And we played pretty well. And then we lost the next game to Barcelona's B team. Picked it up again against Zaragoza, a 0-0 draw against Las Palmas. We got very, very lucky to beat Andorra, who were in the relegation zone. A 94th minute winner. And I thought, oh, okay, well, we were struggling a little bit. But then we lost to Valencia's B team, even though we absolutely dominated. They scored with what were their only 2 shots on target at the time. And then we drew 3-3 with Albacete. And this is the game I'm going to show you. This game ruined me physically, spiritually, emotionally. Goal up after 16, added a second after 65, 3-0 and cruising after 66. Consolation goal on 88. Pulled it back to 3-2 on 91. Tied the game in 92. Now, I will also say, I had a bit of insomnia last night. So I was up at about 4:30 this morning and turned the PC on at 5 and thought, you know what, come on, I'll play a few games. I shouldn't have played tired because we lost the next game to a team that are in the relegation zone. And the next game after that. And then we played Sporting Gijon and lost that one 5-1. And on this game, not only were we not gunning from automatic promotion anymore, we'd slipped out of the playoff positions. I'd started experimenting with tactics. I'd been rotating goalkeepers in and out of the side. It was bad. We've rescued it to some extent. We've kept 2 clean sheets in the last 2. We've won 3-0 and we've won 4-0. I wouldn't say we've been brilliant in those games, but we got the job done. For us, I think it's all about scoring early. And if we score early, we tend to go on to do pretty well. Unless, of course, we're playing Albacete. Because, that game. 88, 91 and 92. I was broken by this game. This was about 6:15 this morning. Broken. Which all means that in the league, we are clinging by our fingernails to a spot in the playoffs. It's incredibly tight here. Automatic promotion's gone. Racing Santander on 79 points. There's 6 left to play for. We're on 68. The highest we could finish is 3rd, and that would be on goal difference against Girona. We're only, 2 points clear of Valladolid. We're only 2 points clear of Zaragoza. We're only 4 points clear of Albacete. Barcelona, their B team can't get into the playoffs, but we could easily drop out if we lose the next 2 games. Which is what I've brought you back for. If we were able to win the next 2 games and somehow make our way into the playoffs, well, we're going to be streaming that this afternoon as well. So here we go. So Fairly Determined is with us as well. You're in early for a bit before your next meeting. Commiserations on the next meeting, but wonderful to see you, sir. The final would have been against Barca, Ed. It would have been. It will now be an Atleti versus Barca game. Benjamin, I don't know whether we've been FM'd or whether we've been llamaed, to be honest. I always somehow manage to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. Even after this very scrappy win against Andorra, we were hunting for automatic. We were there. We were closing the gap on Girona. And then, what was that? 5 games without a win. 1 win in 7, all told. It was looking bad. It was very much looking bad. Ed, show you the XG chart. Okay, but if I can't find it, you're going to have to guide me for it. So we're going to go team detailed, I would say, and then we're going to go into attacking. Expected goals over performance. We are 6th. XG over performance is 8.48. Does that mean we've scored 8.5 more goals than we should have done? Is that what that means? We've been pretty prolific, 67 in 40. You got to remember they had a bit of a slippery start. So our team's coming at you or not creating chances. It's very... that fluctuates from game to game. I mean, Sporting Gijon, I mean, they absolutely laid into us from very early on in the game. They thought these suckers are absolutely ripe for a pummeling. Other games, like the Albacete game, I mean, we were completely on top in this match until the last, 4 minutes when we shipped 3 goals. Some of the problems have been players going away on international breaks. Some of the problems have been key men getting injured. Some of the problems have been just how aging the squad is. Our players are either early 20s or teens, or they're over 30. In a lot of cases, mid-30s. So the playing staff is not as great as it could have been. Jamie's with us. Evening to you. What part of the world are you in then, Jamie? Are you Australian? Evening to you. Got no game blames pokes. I've got to be brutally honest here. I blame him a little bit as well. All faith in my managerial ability has gone since I lost a game to Pokes FM in a little private draft tournament. Despite finishing comfortably ahead of him in that tournament, it's immaterial when you lose to the most haphazard of football managers that there is. Can we see the 90? Do we really want to? Do we really? I'll tell you what. All right. We were absolutely flying in this game. Absolutely flying. Welcoming coach, by the way. Good to see you, sir.
Afternoon, everybody.
We're just going through a little bit of heartbreak here. So we started the game really well. Went in 1-0 at half-time. Beautiful little finish. And I thought, yep, we're back. Jamie snuck in for a look after the first session of the Ashes. 2-0 up. Is the Ashes going well for you? Is it going well for England? 3-0 up. Beautiful. 2 for Francisco Javier. 66 minutes. Just got to see out 24 minutes. Just got to see him out. Easy to do. Nope. 1 back. Consolation goal. Consolation goal. We've got 2 minutes plus stoppage time. We're into that first minute of injury time. Yep. Goalkeeper sat down. Beautiful. Beautiful. It's all right. We'll just win the game 3-2. Clean sheet's gone, but... no. I think those goals were scored from a combined distance of about 7 yards, by the way. But the space of time that they all came in was quite frankly horrifying. It really was. Ed, the tactic leaves the flanks uncovered. That's absolutely true. In the second half could be fatigue setting in. Players can't cover the flanks and you got overrun. Ed, do you know what? That could be a fairly shrewd assessment, I think. That could well be what would happen. Maybe I need to make sure that the fullbacks always get rotated on 60 minutes. Guardiola-esque, perhaps. Craig, afternoon. Just wanted to pop in and say hi. At your parents for Father's Day this weekend. Have a good stream. Well, enjoy. Fairly determined. Calamitous. Calamitous indeed. 3 goals all came down the left flank. Yeah. They absolutely did. It's a good spot, Ed. We'll keep an eye on the fatigue of the players. But we have bounced back a little. Look, we beat Cordoba. Right, these teams are both in the bottom 6. So, you know, we're not getting carried away. We beat Cordoba 3-0. good. We didn't have an XG of 1, so we were a little fortunate, but beggars, and we are absolutely begging, cannot be choosers in this case. 4-0, all 4 of the goals for Francisco Javier. I tell you another thing that contributed to our poor run. He went off the boil a little. He scored 6 in the last 3. But there was a little spell here where he was throwing in 6s every game. He got back into a little bit of form, but then went off the boil again. So, yeah, struggled for goals for a little bit. Aussie Villains with us. Welcome in.
Evening, everybody.
Good to see you. Good to see you. So, we've won back-to-back games, but we've now got some tougher tests. We've got Ibiza, who are 13th. Much better than the teams we've just beaten. And then we got Betis's B team. They're down there in 20th. Soccer Scenarios is Father's Day weekend in England as well. Is it coinciding with the US Father's Day, is it? Interesting. Just give the camera another little nudge there. So we're going to be taking on Ibiza. We're away, actually. So at least if we lose, it's not far to go and drown our collective sorrows. I've already played up to game day. Let's see if we can just get a win that's going to almost cement that playoff place. In fact, if results go our way elsewhere, we would need Valladolid and Zaragoza to both drop points, but we could all but guarantee it, I think, today. I mean, in fact, if they both lose and we win, I think we would be assured. Thoughtsy is with us. Good afternoon, Thoughtsy. Hope you're staying cool in the heat.
Evening, everybody.
Pleasure to see you, sir. The DM position needs to be kept fresh as well. I've made a little bit of a change in the old DM slot as well. I've started playing a centre half there to try and stiffen it up. So that centre back that I bought in on loan, Krislain Matsima, I've started playing him just in front of the back four. He's doing all right. He's not a fabulous passer of the ball. I say he's doing all right. He's got below a 7 in the last 4, but all right. Before that, he was doing a decent job. You know, he got 7, 7, 7, 7, all as a ball-willing midfielder. Maybe I need to rethink that. Maybe I need to rethink it. We'll give him a run out there today, see how he does. We've always got Tom Lecu, who can come in and play there, but he's not a great passer of the football either. And I'm desperately, I mean, have I even got him on the bench anymore? Have I just dropped him from the bench? Yeah. Our other defensive midfielder is Raul Guti. But you'll see from his form, he has not been selected for a long time and has been an unused substitute for a long time. Because if he plays just one more game, he gets another year deal on his contract. And at soon to be 36, I don't want him getting another 1 year on his contract. So I've not been playing him, which is a bit of a blow because although the legs have gone, otherwise he's a decent defensive midfielder. It's just I'm already thinking ahead to next season. Benjamin, what you got for us? You were with Limo in the Scouse house last night for the playoffs, and none other than the FM GOAT is in his corner. You're gonna have to help me there. Who is the FM GOAT that's in Limo's corner? Ed, need to keep fresh legs for DMC throughout the game. Essentially, he's the only player screening your defense. I tell you what, Ed, you are full of top tips today. Keep them coming. So let's think about that in advance then. So if Matsima tires and we want fresh legs from the bench to play in defensive midfield, we've got a very raw 18-year-old who can't tackle, although physically is pretty good. Otherwise, we've got nothing. Not a sausage. We can bring Alvarado back onto the bench because he has been out injured. He cannot pass a football at all. But he would at least be fresh, I suppose. Otherwise, well, we don't really have a lot. Dominic is injured. Guti, we don't want to play. Oh, I guess it would be Lakou, wouldn't it? Sorry, it would be Lakou. We've got him there on the bench. And he's pretty match sharp as well. So that's who we would go with. The Doctor. I thought the Doctor was on the panel. How is he also in Limo's corner? Is that a conflict of interests? I don't know. I don't know. Who's going to win the playoffs, by the way, Benjamin? Who's your money on? Not Limo. Say it's not going to be Limo, because clearly you're a fan of his. Who do you think had a good draft last night? Let us know who you think your winner is. I think the games are on Sunday as well, aren't they? In the words of Robert Smith, it's Friday and you're in love with Llama Streams. Afternoon all. Greeno, you always arrive like a little beacon of positivity, and we thank you for it. You have a pep in your step that I can only deduce is synonymous with meetings having finished and you just tidying up a few things before declaring it the weekend. Am I right or am I right? He's in Limo's corner in terms of, he said Limo is his pick to win. To be honest, you think Limo has a good chance? I'd be cautious, Benjamin, because just based on previous iterations of the tournament, the people that have stormed through the path to the playoffs often struggle then in the tournament proper. I mean, I know he won every single game in the path to the playoffs, but it's a strange little correlation where people then often maybe don't even qualify from their group after doing so well in it. So good luck to Limo. But there's some other pretty strong drafters in there as well, I would guess. Monkey in the Fog, you're here to say you're not here. Looking forward to catching up later and hitting the like button like it's going out of fashion. Thank you very much. Very on brand. Have a great weekend and thank you for popping by just to say hi. He's got Haaland and Giroud. Sounds good. Ed, your setup, both fullbacks and the DMC, monitor their fitness and yellow cards. If they aren't working hard, you feel your tactic might become unstable. Ed, you're like the new Mike. You're like a guru here. I'm loving all of this. Greener's on the day off. Just filmed your first vid for a while. A fry-up from an unusual location. Geographically unusual or sort of unusual in your own house? Did you take a gas stove to the bathroom? That would be unusual. Should be fun on Sunday. You've never watched before. You'll love it, Soccer Scenarios. It's a great time. Thoughtsy, how do you feel about being replaced by Dr. Benji? An air of inevitability about that. When Dr. Benji becomes available, it's pretty obvious who's going to be making way, isn't it? Talis, welcome in, sir.
Afternoon, everybody.
Welcome in. Good to see you. Right, I'm cautiously gonna get out there and play the game. Am I? Have I got a better option than Guillermo? I don't. I've got a load of youngsters on the bench. Okay, here we go. We're going to get out there. We need a win. Another clean sheet. A third in a row would be good. Soccer Scenarios, you always forget to hit the like button. You chatters need to do better for Llama. I wouldn't worry about it, Soccer Scenarios. Thoughtsy, you're my fave YouTuber. Wait, he doesn't make YouTube videos anymore. Wait, neither does Dr. Benji. Oh my. That's right. I've not made... Well, I still make videos over on the manager's seat. I was editing one this morning, actually. Should be out tomorrow. Carry on the last performance. So they've not responded to that. Thank you, assistant manager, for leading me down the proverbial. Ibiza have lost 3 of their last 5. Got 2 deep midfielders up against our 2 AM. So we should match them up in midfield. We should be a handful for them. It's those wide players, like Ed would say, I think that we've got to keep an eye on. Vitlold, hello, your favourite football manager. How are you today? Fabulously in terms of spirits. Patchy in terms of football manager form. We could do with a win in this game, and then we might be streaming some Spanish second tier playoffs later on today. Otherwise, we could be streaming me putting players on the transfer list and trying to rebuild for the summer as we're a goal down after 36. What are you saying, Ed, as well? Was that left full back? They're 2 against 1 here. Although it's not an overload, is it? They use that other player as a decoy. The left back was just motionless. Oh, here comes 2. Pablo Aimar slings in the corner. Oh, Calvo saved one. Maybe that's not the highlight then. Very true. Love the compass video where you can thank our good friend Simon Thornley for that. He did some wonderful research for it. Tikoff, who's playing very well, by the way. Tikoff. No. Ibiza away. It's one the away fans look for. Big weekend. Yeah, we don't bring as many back as we took out. Tikoff's on the corners now. Come on, son. Yes. Sierra drives it home. Moves through the gears. He handled that corner well. There's one for your early 90s Ford Motor Vehicles fans. Sierra handled the corner well. I thank you. Move started when they decoyed your left back. What do you think then, Ed? Is there no future in this formation, do you think? Because it's one I cobbled together based on the players we inherited. I'm not wedded to it for next season. I mean, it performed incredibly well. When I first arrived, we kept 8 clean sheets in a row. Guess it was earlier in the season, the players were fresher. And we went from 17th in the league to 3rd. But, hold on. Oh, good save. Maybe there's no future in this. Maybe this is a formation that just doesn't work. Well, no, although I know a few other people play the old narrow formations. Thoughtsy, you're a 4-4-2 central diamond fan, aren't you? How do you cope with your fullbacks getting overloaded? Do we need some more ball-winning midfielders or some Carrilleros, perhaps? Not sure. Has Sierra ever played for Granada? That's worth checking. Or Vauxhall Motors. 26 minutes. Still very early on in this game. Do you know why we're still very early on in this game? I've put a more comprehensive highlights package on to try and unravel our very poor form. Tikoff could have played a through ball there. Instead, he's just run into trouble. All right, we've won a corner. I guess Tikoff will be taking. By the way, he's settled in very well as a right back now. He's got a little green dot for his positional ability. Hit the bar. Bearing in mind, he had no ability to play as a right back when we signed him. He's actually managed to do a very good job there. Aussie Villain trick he uses to tell the strikers or the wingers to man mark the fullbacks. I've only got one striker and I don't have any wingers, but could I do that potentially with my 2 AMs, do you think? So Dello man mark the right backs, and then Guillermo man mark. No, sorry, he will be man marking the right back, won't he? I always find that very confusing. Agudelo will be man marking the left back. Let's try. Let's give it a punt. Let's be honest. What have we got to lose? Have you tried using PIs on the AMCs to get them to step out to engage the fullbacks and the striker to drop to engage the opposition's DMCs? Well, as you were typing that message, we just did half of that. So let's see. Let's see how that goes. By the way, the left-sided attacking midfielder, that's Guillermo. I've currently got him on stay wider. So he plays with a little bit of width. And then Titkoff, the right back. We've got being a little bit more gung-ho. See how that works. We look very fragile, don't we? We look like we're just waiting to concede at times. And leave the striker up as a target to clear to. So yeah, there you go, Aussie. Yeah, so we've done it with the 2 AMs. Do you reckon there's any legs in that? Askildson. I mean, when we come forward, this formation looks delicious. If your AMC can show down the advancing fullback, allow your defence to get back in. Yeah, I don't know how hard-working they are or how sort of defensively dogged they are, but they might be bodies. But when we go forward, this formation is lethal. And by the way, when we first started using this tactic, we kept 8 clean sheets. So there must be some defensive solidity somewhere in there. You need to set PIs on the striker to position mark the DMC. They've got 2. So if I ask him to mark a DMC, he won't mark either of them, will he? Because that's a DM right and that's a DM left. Am I correct? So this could be tricky. How are we going to work that? Maybe if I just put him on a player and Amar looked like he was the more offensive one. Just mark the space, so no easy space. But if I put mark position DMC, will he mark that space, do you think? Actually, I can't even put him on to mark the DMC. Oh, I can. There it is. Okay, well, let's see. Let's try that then. Not left or right. So will that make him drop in even though no player is playing there, will it? It's not something I was aware of there. No, not on player. Okay, what have I done wrong here then? Where is he? Francisco Javier. So mark a specific position. There you go. So mark specific position DMC. Let's see if it works. In fact, where is he? There he is. Okay, so yeah, he has dropped. He's in there making a body. Yeah, okay. Let's see how that works. Oh, Mike, there we are. It's like Mike is speaking to us there. Oh, we're in again. Oh, we've hit the post. We've got lots back on that counter, though. Got plenty of players back. Oh, dear. That wasn't a formational issue. That was fullbacks being poor in the air issue there. Maybe not having a wide player to stop the cross. That was not a good first half, really. I think we consider ourselves pretty fortunate to be in the lead. I don't like what I just saw. Matsima didn't like it. Should we check on the old fitness, Ed? Fullbacks are just about okay. Matsima is likewise. It's the centre halves that are a little more tired. And Agadello is having a very poor game. Vitold, what does it mean, poacher, your striker role? So, obviously I don't know what the Polish equivalent would be, but a poacher is a striker that likes to play very close to the opposition's defensive line to try and run in behind all the time and stays pretty narrow, so won't stray out wide to chase down the ball. Won't be like an advanced forward that will go into the flanks and to the wide positions. Will try and stay within the width of the goalposts, essentially. And I think you could probably see that with my striker, with one of the goals that he scored. He just likes running onto through balls. So that's what a poacher is. A poacher is someone that likes eggs. Very good. For TI, you use stop crosses as well. I don't know how that would work with me not having any players out there naturally to stop them. Would it pull people out of position, or is it exactly what I need? Not sure. Titkov. It's played a little ball to Teal. Back to Sierra. We've gone long. Guillermo does not fancy that. I tell you what, though. He's tracking some runs here, isn't he? I'm not convinced that is the right back. I think that probably is, but Guillermo's working hard and then giving up, and then giving the ball away. In fact, he's had a bit of a nightmare in that move. Meeting time. Good luck. All the best. Thank you for stopping by. Stay cool over the weekend. Let's hope your Seagulls are in transfer market activity soon, bringing in some star names. Good luck at the meeting. Teal's there. Guillermo could be offside. No, he's played the ball back. Balloons off a defender. By the way, holler at me if you see Matt Seema or the fullbacks drop into the amber or the orange. I'm hoping to nurse them to 60 minutes, and then we'll see what we can do to freshen things up. Askildson. Guillermo. He's in again. Nice little ball. There you go, Vitold. That's a poacher there, look. We'll try and pause that and show you in action. So, where is that boy? There he is, look. Trying to play on the shoulder of the last defender and just running behind him. So, he waits for his little chance. He's gone. In behind the defence and finishes. Not too wide. Stayed within the width of the post or the 6-yard box. Looks to get onto little chances. I mean, I like players that run in behind the opposition defence. Works quite nicely. 3-1. Which many would say is an unassailable lead, but not for us. Not anymore. By the way, when we rebuild this squad in the summer, we are looking for players that have a little bit more of my natural DNA about them. Work rate, aggression, determination, strength, natural fitness. Oh, no. Okay, we're going left full back again here, aren't we? One thing I will say, Ed, I don't know whether this is going to make a big difference. Gentile is right-footed, playing at left back. I suppose it didn't make a difference there. He was just outpaced, but gotta run. You can get rid of your rubbish tactical genius now. Take care. Good to see you. Hope Yorkshire's treating you well. Go and enjoy some Ashes cricket. I'm sure you're cheering on the right team. Okay, we're at 60. Shall we freshen things up? Especially should we look for a left back? Because he's been terrible. Let's go Nunez on for Titkov. There we go. There's the 3. Did you see USA versus Mexico? 4 red cards. I did not. I did not see that game. Who won? What was the score? Was that the CONCACAF Champions League game? By the way, if results stay like this, it looks like we will be guaranteed a playoff spot. If we concede, that will no longer be the case. Their second goal feels like your left back just got beat. Yeah. Oh, that was a poor ball. Now we've got defending to do. Oof. Oof. Rook, everything is fine. Good, Rook. How are you? Welcome in. Have you been on the bike? You done your workout? Centre halves now. There we go. Let's do that one. By the way, Agadello is still playing absolutely horribly. Pause the game. Time to lock down. I'm not sure what entirely I'd do to lock down, given my lack of wide players. Have I got anybody that can play on the left flank? Jorge Delgado, but he's a kid. Not Not the worst, but tackling a 4, he's not going to lock anything down, is he? Slow pace down and reduce the trigger press. I don't trigger the press at all. I mean, I can... I can press even less than I do, but... Yeah, I don't use that. Workout's fine. Got 12.7 miles in. Left knee wasn't happy. Didn't have to interact with the police at work last night. So now you're going to make up some nachos. Living the dream there, aren't you? Living the dream. Friday night started. Bit early for the time wasting, but we'll bring the old tempo down. No more high press. Oh, as in the line. I'm with you. Is there a little chance emerging here, or are we going to give the ball away? God, we've gone all the way back to the goalkeeper. Look at all that space in behind them, though. Go on. Play it in behind the defence. I think he's gone early. Looked very close, that one. Looked off to the naked eye. Yeah. Unlucky. No, we'll still step up because we want to condense the space in midfield. Otherwise, they're going to ping balls through us. Let's confirm that. How far off was he? Oh, that's tight. That one was tight. Sorry I'm late, but speaking nationalese, apparently you're rehiring Greg Berhalter. Not happy about it. I don't know many US men's national team fans that are that thrilled about it. Oh, what a poor ball. Oh, who was that? Nunez, Till. It's him. God, Agadello has had the poorest of poor games. All right, we're not locking it down anymore. No. No time wasting on. The opposite of that. We need a goal. Regular guy. You are in the minority and I'm okay with the rehire. Don't love it. Don't hate it. He's fine. Nothing more, nothing less. The players like him and you don't have to qualify, so it will be okay. So the idea is that he's your coach for the 2026 World Cup, I suppose. I don't know enough about what options would be available to the US national team to really comment, but hey, oh, he's offside. I thought he got his heels clipped. This one's ticking away. Ticking away. In fact, we're in injury time. Maybe we've got one last chance in us. Here we go. Play that ball through. Beautiful. Go on. You've had a terrible game. You've had a terrible game. I'm going to bring one of the kids on for you. That's how bad you've been. Straight from that highlight, though, we got another one. Nunez. Ah, boys. I really would have just nudged the PC out the window then. That would have gone. This is probably the end highlight, I think, isn't it? Good tackle for Lakou. Oh, 3-1 up. Do you know what you say, Ed, about bringing on the fresh players? is good, but the fresh fullbacks that come on are really poor. We really are limited in our squad. Massive rebuild. Whatever happens, massive rebuild for next season. I've already bought in Titkov as our right back for next season, so that's one in. We've got Ego Marino, the 6'6" poacher coming. That's a striker for next season. I'm looking to bring in 15 more. Hefty fine. Do you know what? I've barely paid any wages over the last 6 weeks of this. Such has been the poor form of some of the players. There's been a lot of fines going out. And disappointingly, he's the only one we can fine this time. He'll get the full 2 though. And then we've got a game against 20th. Is 20th relegated, so already relegated Betis. And what are the old sorting rules here? Is it head-to-heads or is it goal difference? Results between teams. So the key teams are Valladolid and Zaragoza. If I hover over them, does it say the results? No, it doesn't. Let's get into the schedule and find out then. Ed, you tried, but you're working with such limited resources, I'm afraid, Ed. So what are we looking for? We're looking for Zaragoza first of all. 1-3-0. So that's good. Where's the other game against Zaragoza, though? That can't be right, can it? Oh, okay. So 1-3-0 and lost 2-1. Does that mean on aggregate we've done better, or does that mean we just got to win each and it goes to goal difference? And Valladolid, oh, yeah, Valladolid are actually done better than us by the looks of it. 2-1 and 3-0. Okay, we need a point from the next game then. Seven days. Have I put a day's rest in? I think I have. We've got a rest day. Cool, big week then. Very big week. Benjamin, you'd check the free agents list now to see if there is any interested players. I don't check the free agent list because I'm old and a llama. So I only sign players if the scouts find them, which is what makes Football Manager that hard. It's not just that I'm terrible tactically, it's that I don't have access to the players that you might have ordinarily because I don't use the list. So we're relying on these boys, and they've been doing the Lord's work. You know, we got some players that we are tracking. A few boys down there in South... Oh, hang on, clicked on the wrong thing. A few boys in South America that look interesting. That's a good fullback there. Have to work on his crossing and dribbling, but there's a decent fullback. Look at those physicals for 18. And a good tackler. Oh, he looks all right. Let's have a look at Hector Alvarez. Oh, can you imagine? Oh, can you imagine getting him into the team? Not so much him. Vivs is good. Not quite quick enough, but yeah, don't worry, Benjamin. We will be reshaping the squad. Just seen this important update. Spurs have told Kane he will not be leaving this summer, and when his contract expires, he will be entombed and buried under the stadium. Going forward, you look smooth. You also play with 2 AMCs behind a lone striker. It's your defence which needs the work. The question is, does it need work personnel-wise? Well, the answer to that is yes. Or does it need work tactically as well? Maybe maybe part of the problem is the DM. Maybe an anchor man might be a more conservative option. Maybe part of the problem is the two central midfielders who I do have are sort of fairly attacking, really. Maybe I need to change it to like a cross in the midfield and have two DMs. What do you got, Soccer Snars? You usually do the same. You also usually let the director of football do all staff hiring and contracts. I can't do that. I'm too OCD for that. One, because you're lazy. And two, you usually end up doing well enough for your liking anyway. I absolutely hate it when the director of football brings in pointless under-19 stuff. Ed actually plays with a back seven, including a double pivot to fully unleash the wing backs and to attack the flanks. So you got a three at the back with two DMs, do you? So you'd kind of have like a spread of four across there with a back three. I've seen lots of those formations. Oh, there you go, Ed. Yeah, 3-4-2-1. Ali Hussein, Limp Bizkit are the best artists that have ever lived. Welcome in, Ali. Good to see you.
Afternoon, everybody.
For those that don't know, this is Alistair on Twitter and on the Purple Brand. Hero of the FM playoffs. Head honcho, shall we say? Should we downgrade Mozza? Yeah. Head honcho. I didn't catch all of it last night. I was in and out, saw bits and pieces. Looked very good. Luke Hall, morning, afternoon. Well, yeah, afternoon for me. Morning to you. How's Oregon? It's got to be a beautiful Oregon morning, hasn't it? The sun is shining. Oh, good, they're retiring. If he's retiring, does that mean I can play him and it not trigger a contract? Does it? Does it? Might have him for the playoffs if we make them. Downgrade them all for you. Absolutely. Absolutely. To be honest, I've always thought you'd make a much better host than Jameson. Not better on the buttons than Jeb. I'd never say that. I'd never besmirch Jeb's good name. But certainly you'd make a better host than Jameson. Who is that hack? With his 2-bit comedy career and moderately successful podcast. It's early in Oregon. Oh, 6 a.m. All right, so maybe it's not as beautiful a day, but it will be. Look, we're ahead of you. We live in the future. It's going to be a beautiful day today. Beautiful day. Oregon is all right. You have some fog and clouds. And Thoughts, he says, yes, it does. That's a rogue comment there, Thoughtsy. Yes, it does. I can't remember what that would be referring to. Jaunty little tune, this one, isn't it? Okay, I'm gonna get my predictions in. Get your predictions in, by the way. We're going to be taking on already relegated Real Betis' B team. Bearing in mind we beat the actual Real Betis in the Cup. We've beaten their first team in the Cup. We're playing that already relegated B team, and I think we're going to lose 3-1. Thoughtsy, by the way, board member for 4 months.
Afternoon, everybody.
What a beautiful individual you are. Follically, I'm in awe. You pressed that by mistake, but yay 4 months. Yay 4 months. By the way, Thoughtsy, by the way, we'll talk on air. We'll talk on air, shall we? I fancy another Jaffa, you know. I've never drafted before, but I quite enjoyed that draft competition. I didn't enjoy some of the results, obviously. Some of them were made quite public. But I quite enjoyed it, you know, and I didn't disgrace myself. How many games did we play? It's like 12 games, wasn't it? I think I won 6 and drew 2. You were all mocking me for signing Harry Kane. Did all right. You're mocking Darwin Núñez as well. Did it all right. Rook's going with a 4-4 tie. I'll take that, Rook. I think that would get us in. Oh, no, that's not ideal. 2 days. I'm not giving him an injection. I'm not doing that. That always upsets them. Benjamin, quick question. Are you right in saying that Limo is somewhat of a favourite? Benjamin, I tell you what. You love a bit of Limo, don't you? Big fan. Ali, by the way, Ben and I were discussing earlier that sometimes people storm through the part of the playoffs and then it's not quite so easy in the actual playoffs. Do you know what, Ali? I'd love it if that was true. I did really well. I did really well in that tournament. I beat the winner 4-0. I had some big wins against Pumpster, but I lost to Pokes, and it haunts me. It's like an albatross that I now carry around my neck. My form in this save has actually plummeted since I lost that game. I played 2 games against him, and I needed a last-minute equaliser to stop it being 2 defeats on the night against him. It was agony, galling. It's the results nobody wants on their CV. Right, we're going to have to make some changes here because I think we're going to have a few injured players. Obert's going to have to come out. Our left back was thoroughly wretched in the last game. So I think we do this. And where is our little French defensive ball-winning midfielder? And I also think let's just risk trying to toughen us up a little bit with an anchor man. Maybe I'm being a bit too gung-ho with Titkov. Let's ease him back to being on support. Is anybody back from the bench? Nobody. Suarez, unfit. Fröhling, injured. Dominic, unfit. It's a bit of a show, isn't it, really? It's a bit of a show. Benjamin, well, at least you didn't lose to him in a professional drafting competition. I don't know. Would that be any worse, or is the defeat to Pokes just a defeat to Pokes, you know? I don't know whether there are shades. I don't know whether there's a spectrum of losing to Pokes. It tastes bitter whenever and wherever it occurs. By the way, I like the idea of a professional drafting circuit. That's like proper esports there. Ali, can we get onto that? Tell you what, Ali, if you start paying the competitors, I am in. Sign me up. Luke, the roster looks a little bit like the battlefield. The unfit, the injured, the not fit. Yeah, they're not really with it. They're just going to have to go out there and get the job done. You bet it would get popular. I don't know whether that... Oh, who's Alvarado? And why is he away? Oh, he's my 12th substitute. I don't know whether Football Manager has a big enough following, does it? We would need FM24 to be quite some game. Benjamin, you're such a gentleman not naming names as to who it's more professional than. You're an absolute gent. Speaking of draft, MLS does a draft. The MLS draft doesn't really work the same as kind of the other sports in America, though, does it? A lot of the players are already signed up to MLS clubs by the time they are 18, aren't they? There you go, Ali. When you get sponsors, etc., to cover the costs, you'd look at that side. My flat fee would be £2,500. That's how much I would need to suffer the indignation of losing to Pokes again. Okay, what are we going to say here? The fans. Don't let the fans down. Nope. No effect whatsoever. What about if I have faith in you? Would that help? Would you be happier then? Okay, marginally you would. Cherry Pepsi and spoons. There you go. The beverage that money just can't buy. Okay, here we go. We're away, but we've got the kickoff. To be honest, both the playoffs and the showdown are quite professional in terms of the team behind it. The wonderful commentary team and obviously the drafters. Kind words, Benjamin. Soccer scenarios. They are usually less impactful than the other sports. Reality is best soccer players go straight to the pros or even to Europe. Yeah, a lot make their way to Germany, don't they? Luke, it's basically about the rights to the players. There are some players, especially those outside the US, have already been discovered by some MLS clubs. Look at me enjoying the chat. No concentration on possibly the most important game of this entire series. Get up. Oh, good header. Come on. Titkov as well. What a bit of fullback play this is. Go on, son. Sling it in. Get up. Oh, come on. But soccer is right. If you're talented, you go into Europe. Benjamin, just thought you'd give some people a smidge of a boost in their egos. Benjamin, if you'd met Ali like I have, you'd know that he is very fragile. That ego needs a little bit of... just a little boost occasionally. Never hurts to tell him he's great. Soccer scenarios back for now. Yeah, we were 3-1 up in the last game, don't forget. Threw that one away. And in fact, we get to the half an hour mark and we have only had that one, not even shot, but header. Okay, well, we've dominated the match momentum, but we've not blown an already relegated team out of the proverbials, have we? We need to have a look at some other scores around the league as well. Absolutely not good enough, I would say. What do you mean, Ali? You love a compliment. I don't believe you. Do not score from the kickoff here. Come on, Titkov. Good boy. Good boy. Going on a walk with the wife. Rejoin before you're done. Well, that will very much depend on whether we make the playoffs or not. Enjoy your walk. Stay out of the direct sun. It must be scorching even at this time in North Carolina. Oh, hello. Hold on. Look who's with us. Couldn't be happier to see him. Glad to see you've got back to the FM content horse despite what you've been through. Pokes, I've not slept since. I've had Vietnam War-like flashbacks ever since Wednesday evening. And my own save has gone completely to pot since that draft tournament. I've been rocked to my very core, Pokes. But good to see you. Good to see you. Hope you're well, sir.
Evening, everybody.
Hope you're winding down for the weekend as well. Get your Friday going. Via the lid of drawing, Zaragoza are winning. So it's that via the lid result that is absolutely crucial. Happy to send you over some tactics. Don't worry, I'll go straight to Car X. I'll get them myself, Pokes. By the way, those of you that have never... Bear with me. Those of you that have never experienced a Pokes FM stream, honestly, have not lived. I'm going to say this. We're going to get this ball clear first of all. Let's get this ball clear first of all, please, players. Okay, now here we go. Here we go. Come on, Guillermo. You've been wretched for the last 10 games. All right, all right. Oh, right. Let's get onto the old big screen. If you have never tuned into a Pokes FN stream, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say he is the best Football Manager streamer on fewer than 2,000 followers. I'm going to put that out there. If you like tuning into this nonsense 3 times a week, and presumably you do because you're all here, a poke stream is like this with even less tactical acumen, and I set the bar for that very, very low, but equally as good chat. You'll absolutely love it. But a host who is just absolutely on the top of his game. He brings the most fun, the most frivolity, and the most entertainment you will see from anybody on Twitch that has fewer than 2,000 followers. And if he wants to give himself a little plug, he might be live tonight, because I know Fridays are normally his night. Pokesy. Is that true? Is that true? By the way, I can't stress enough just how tactically average he is. Very little clue about the game, but he's also very open to influence. So if anybody puts anything in the chat that he should do, he acts it out instantly. You need to put your goalkeeper up front. Brilliant. It's done. And of course, Benjamin, you're very, very right. He does, for channel points, don some of the most extravagant headwear I think you are likely to see. We're on 63 minutes and I don't feel I'm taking this game seriously enough. Maybe this is why I don't do very well. He's playing poorly for the second game running. So we don't have a lot. In fact, we don't have very much at all. In fact, I think I'm going to struggle to sub him, to be brutally honest. Especially this early on in the game. How are the fullbacks doing? Aggressive. Concerning. Yes, streaming tonight. It'll be a sweat box. By the way, Pokes, I mean, have a little listen now. I don't know whether you've got headphones on, Pokes, but have a little listen to my stream now. Can you actually hear that I've got a fan on? Because if I had hair, you'd see it whistling in the wind right now. Bear with me. Can I hold this up? Can you see that blowing in the wind? So Pokes, I don't know whether if you get some nice little filters on your microphone, you might just be able to get away with having a fan on, you know. Because otherwise it's just too hot to stream. And we haven't even hit the hottest part of the summer. Ed's thinking subs. And Ed, I'm with you. I am with you. Do we get Old Man Vegas on? With his acceleration of 9. Ooh, I don't know. But the other choice is that we bring on Gentile, and he's been absolutely wretched. No, let's go with Gentile. He was good through the early part of the season. You've always wanted to try ice in front of a fan. I've tried that and was very underwhelmed. Maybe I was doing it wrong. Okay, let's get Agadello off. I'm still not sure what I want to do to replace him. Do you know what? I'm going to bring Alvaro Nunez, a right back, into midfield. I think I'm going to do that, you know. Very threadbare. We don't really have any subs that are fit and available that I would like to bring on. Sierra looks exhausted. He does, but what can I do? I can either bring on Adam Obet, who's injured, or I can bring on old Sebi Vegas, who may as well be injured. Should we bring on Sebi Vegas? I mean, he's fresher, and Sierra has been booked, but he's slow. Very slow. We're going to make another terrible attempt to lock the game down at 80. Okay. Oh, I was about to say we're there, but the highlight comes. On cue. The game has voice recognition software. It always knows what you're thinking. Valladolid are now locked at 2-2. And we're through. And it's Old Man Teal. And no. No. Okay, now we pause. Okay. Do. What do we do? Jackie. Good to see ya.
Afternoon, everybody.
Hope you're well. Hope your own saves are going well. Hope you're enjoying a beautiful Swedish summer afternoon. You're going to be an hour ahead, aren't you? 3:15, easing yourself into the weekend. Imagine you've got some lovely plans. I'm not sure I've ever worked out, Jackie, actually. Whereabouts? Are you in the greater Stockholm area? And Joshua Brown, you are the only person for whom you'd click on something referencing Limp Bizkit. Not a fan, JB. Welcome in, by the way. Welcome in.
Afternoon, everybody.
I'd imagine you were but a babe, weren't you, when Limp Bizkit were rolling? Titkov's tired. Yeah, we do have a right back as well, by the way. Peleas is not a disaster. By the way, Pokes, I bet you like a bit of Limp Bizkit. I can imagine you with a little red cap on, doing your wedding singing. Okay, what do I want to do? That. And that. Just that for now. Oh, confirm it. There we go. Then on 85, 86. There we go. 86 and a half. That. And then 90. That. And this is a proper highlight. This is not the end of the game. And we've given the ball away. Just about wriggled our way out of that situation. No, we haven't. We didn't even cross the halfway line. Let's have another go. Oh, you're asking a lot of a player who's 35 and has just announced his retirement. Oh, not in this way. Not in this desperately painful way. Valladolid are losing, are they? They were 2-2 last time I saw. Oh, they are. They're 3-2 down. Oh, and that's the team who were relegated. Oh, okay, we got away with it. Good spot, Benjamin, as well, by the way. Good spot. Your CM support needs replacement. He can't. I can't replace them all. I've just got children on the bench. We got the result we wanted. Now we need to get some players fit. Jackie's still working south of Stockholm, smaller suburb, going to central Stockers to go roller skating after work. That sounds all right. Just cautious mentality. The rest, leave it. Well, we got away with it. That was not a very good performance, but Valladolid blew it against the team who finished bottom. Did they lose? They lost that game 3-2. Absolutely blew it. Ended up finishing 9th. Zaragoza squeezed in. Albacete lost. So does that mean we're playing Sporting Gijon, who absolutely pummeled us? Fire the whole team, start over next year. I'm going to be keeping, I think, 2 to 3 players. Titkoff I've signed, so we're keeping him. Francisco Javier will become our backup striker. He scored 28 league goals this season, so I'm happy with that. And Guillermo is going to get less game time next season, because although he's like a son to me because he trains heroically, he's actually been very poor this season. And maybe was not ready for the first team football I was giving him. And there's a maybe that I might keep Victor Sierra as a backup centre-half. Otherwise, everybody gets cold if I can get rid of them. Absolutely everybody. Derek just checked in. How's the save going? I could tell you in detail. I might weep. I'll show you. I mean, let's get this sorted by date again. Look at this. You join the club here. Apologies. You join the club here. Look at this. Look at this. You take them from 17th to the cusp of automatic promotion. And then this bit happens. And you almost miss out on the playoffs. But we've got there. And we're taking on Sporting Gijon over 2 legs. I didn't want 2 legs. We lost 5-1 to this lot. Oh, this is going to be tricky and sticky and potentially heartbreaking. You'd say keep Teal. He's retiring. He's not been disastrous by any stretch. He's actually been okay. But he's 34 and he's decided that he's leaving the game. And you know what? He's probably doing so just before those physicals absolutely plummet off the edge of oblivion. We'll need to set up some training for this little part of the season, won't we? So it's the old 2-gamer. There we go. Yeah, Benjamin. Wave Teal goodbye. He's off. He's done. He's finished. He is out of here. Pokesy, you wouldn't make any rash decisions until you know if you're promoted or not. Promoted or not, Pokes? They're off. Oh. Ancelotti, the person whose career we are trying to replicate, has left Chelsea. He was back there, was he? Could be a job for us in 4 seasons. 5 if I lose in the playoffs. Are we playing both legs today? Potential final on Wednesday. I don't know. I'd like to get through it all today, to be honest. Meeting over. What did you miss? We've made it to the playoffs. So yes, Joshua, I'd like to play both legs and the final today. But if the final is 2 legs, that would be a 6-game stream. And I don't think we've ever done that before. That'd be like a 24-hour thing, wouldn't it? But these games are back-to-back in 3 days. So we'll see if we get through them. I've got a feeling we're going to get found out against Gijon. 5-1 we lost to them before. So this one's going to be a tall order, I would say. How was the meeting? Fairly determined? Did you make huge decisions? Strategic and tactical? Have heads rolled? Is the organisation moving in a completely different direction now? By the way, as well as getting rid of the entire squad, I'm getting rid of the entire backroom staff if I can as well. Start from scratch. Do you know what? If Sports Interactive released a new game called Pre-Season Manager, do you know what? I reckon I might play that rather than Football Manager. I love a pre-season, me. I'd quite happily just load the game up, do pre-season, maybe play the opening weekend of the season, and then just start another team. Massive out-of-the-box blue sky decisions. There's a private sector word there. Blue sky decisions. Oh, what's this? We got a Continental Pro license. No reputation boost whatsoever. Fabulous. By the way, is that Michu? It is. Pleased to meet you. Okay. Zaragoza. Do you know what? I wouldn't fancy our chances against any of these teams. How can you have players on international duty. Right. Suarez is back for the bench. That's good news. Fröhling is not injured anymore. That's good news. And Domenech is not injured anymore. That's good news. None of the three of them are fit enough to start the game. But everybody else seems pretty good. JB, well, that fits YouTube rebuilds perfectly. Play pre-season, sim the... Is that what they do? I didn't think you could sim in FM23. I thought you lost all the games if you simmed. Benjamin, you keep tabs on Teal. Theoretically, he could get some badges. Does he already have staff shenanigans? He does. Not great ones. He wants to be a coach. As a scout, he would not be too bad, would he? But I don't fancy his chances making his way as a coach. He's already got his... What's that? First 3 badges? Good luck, Hoos, with those. Am I happy with this? I'm not happy with Agudelo. Where is Suarez? I'm going to do that. Okay. Best of order, everybody, please. Good luck to everybody. This is going to be a tough one. I'm not sure I believe, to be honest. Do you think we'd have gone up automatically with Rutter? Is that the goal for next year? The goal for next year is 100% to top the table with 100 points. To assemble the greatest squad the Spanish second tier has ever seen. And I like the way, JB, that like me, you're assuming we're not winning these playoffs. I'm not a playoffs kind of person. Benjamin, I'm not sure that was enough praying. One more, please, for the road. One more. The fans are really up for this match. I asked them to do the last game for the fans, and they weren't interested. So, was there one about revenge? Because they beat us last time. Let's extract revenge. There we go. Okay. Under the lights, at home, in Vallecas. The goal should be to end next season with a place in La Liga. No. Death or glory. I'm not interested in success. Only glory. We're going to win the league with 100 points and 100 goals. And we're only going to sign players called Malcolm. Suarez. Askildson. This, I was going to say this looks like a proper kickoff highlight. And it was not. I was fooled. Not for the first time. Very cagey opening. Level on possession. They've had a couple of speculative efforts. And now they've got a corner. And we've got it away. Like always when we get our corners away, we then lose the second balls. Do not dive in. There we go. Now get it away. Ooh, comes back at us very easy. You've seen your track record in second division playoffs. Hey, it was a different time. It was a different era. Come on, Titkoff. Slinging a beauty. Oh, that was as well. Matt Seamer. That was a good chance. We've had some efforts now. Nobody's hit the target yet. Ours have been the slightly better XG. We've got possession of the football. It's 1-1 in that other game. Okay, now let's just play from the back. Here we go. We're looking to release this little chap up front. There he goes. Look, that's the one. That's the Badger. Oh, he's drifted it wide. Oh, that's the one we were after. That little ball over the top for the poacher. We've actually had the match momentum for much of this game. Here we go. Sierra, Teal. No. First shot on target there. Reasonable first half. Didn't realise Gijon had the Spanish DM wonder kid from the pool. From the Liverpool. Have to be better in front of goal. I like that talk. Got no game. That's why he will be a backup next season. He will be. Because Ego Marino, I honestly think, is going to be immense. Good deep ball. Get in. Yes! He's there. It's the youngster. Is he onside? Is he onside? The ref's having a look at it. Is he? Is the ref not having a look at it? He is having a look at it. He is. He is. Goal! He was almost sat in the first row of the stand when he's headed that. Okay. Nobody panic. 1-0. 1-0. And again, we go from a corner. Go on. Oh, we've hit the bar. And he's gone back in. Oh. KD3. Where are we? What's going on? Where's Paris? We're in Madrid. We're in Madrid. Rayo Vallecano. Welcome in, by the way, KD3. We're doing well from these corners. Come on. Go on, hit it, son. Hit it. Oh, and he has. Is it too early? Is it too early to be shushing the doubters? Oh, Askildsen hit that one. By the way, I've sold Askildsen. He's off to the MLS. I've loaned him back for the remainder of this season, but he's off to MLS. Apologies, North Americans. I called it the MLS. That's a no-no, isn't it? Like calling it the Ukraine. Okay, we're going to need to freshen things up, aren't we? Maybe Matt Seamer's the player that looks the most tired. We're in again. Oh. Is that the highlight? It is the highlight. Okay. Let's get in. Let's assess. Oh, okay. Everybody's tired. Okay. Ober should be fit enough for the bench by now. With your great power of vision, you thought that this was Valencia versus PSG. Alas, no. This is Rayo Vallecano against Real Sporting Gijón. Every time you read Sporting Gijón, you automatically think of chicken goujons, which you probably eat upside down, I would imagine. The savage that you are. Tilly is struggling. Agudelo could come on and play in central midfield, though. Sierra needs to come off as well, but I don't think we can do that yet, can we? I don't think we can. And the right back will need to come off as well. A third would be Dreamland. Taken Dye off ASAP. He's aggressive, which is leading to a red. Hang on. Yeah, he's aggressive, but he's not even been booked yet. Let's get him to 75. Sierra, he's the next player to make way, I think. Here he is. Here's the player we're going to be subbing. Put in an aggressive cross. Oh, Titkov. Yes, come on. Come on. This is another good finish. We're 3-0 up against Gijón. We lost 5-1 to these suckers. Come on, look at Titkov. Not even a right back, Titkov. An advanced left winger that I've turned into a right back. Still likes to get forward. Right. If we do nothing silly for the remainder of the game, we've got a good chance for the second leg. Undai. This is from the kickoff, I think, this highlight, isn't it? It's a long one. Little spell of possession. And we're off. We're at the races. Oh, he's gone the long way round. Oh, Titkov's. He's got a thirst. He's got a thirst. Oh, I missed a whole load of messages. Dragoon, did Paris Red Star go up? They did not, no. You are submitting that as our official song. Fairly determined memories of Albacete. Benjamin, don't want to say it. Don't say it. Don't say anything. Let's have a little look what we need to do here. Titkoff has got to come off. Alvaro Nunez has got to come on. Sierra's got to come off. Dominic has got to come on. That's 4 subs made. 72 minutes. Askildson needs to come off as well. Looks aggressive. You're worried about that, aren't you, Benjamin, as well? You're worried about that one. How about we freshen up the entire defence? Actually, hang on. No, that's a boo-boo. I don't want to make 3 changes to the defence at once, do I? Let's do it a little bit more piecemeal than that. So let's try and spread them out 3 or 4 minutes apart. Just drop this onto someone's head, by the way. Go on. Go on. Hack him down there. Okay, 75. There we go. Okay, now we get Sierra off. In fact, no, let's go Bubakov first. Get Gentile on. And then, what, 78, 79? We'll try and get Sierra off as well. Here he is now. On his last legs. Breathing through an iron lung. Just how I like my centre-halves. Nunez. Oh, there's a chance. I would have put the tie to bed, I think. Hang on. Why haven't these gone through? Come on. Okay. So, let's get that down. Keep the press on because it's only half time in the tie. Sierra off for Dominic. Oh, what do you mean no more subs? Ah, no more sub breaks. I've messed that up, haven't I? All right, Sierra. Just carry on breathing, son. Get your gas tank on. He's got flippers on. He's got an air tank on. And stop. Full time wasting. Okay, I'll take 3-0. Let's just see this out. 91, 92, 93. Blow it now. Done. Over. No, 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 no. Get it away. Ivan, he's terrible. Gendry's just finished working in the foundry. Oh, okay. Come on. Come on. There we go. 3-0. That gives us a chance in the second leg. Only a half a chance, but that gives us a chance. By the way, we're only at 22 as well. Blow the ref, as Mika says. Mika knows what he's talking about. Your official song has not caught on. You're hoping for merch. What official song? What's the official song? What do you mean you're hoping for merch? I'm sure that was ever on the cards. Come on, Joshua. Submit it as the official song. Let's hear it. What is the official song? I can't remember what we were talking about a few minutes ago. I also missed what the end result was in the other fixture. How did that one play? 3-2 to Zaragoza. Okay. Ice it, crown it, button down it, vamos a la liga. What song's that? Ice it, crown it, button down it. What's that song? What's that? By the way, look at this. We were questioning, could we bring in this left winger and he become a right back? Yeah, he can. 6 assists, 2 goals. Nice average rating of above a 7. And he's now pretty comfortable. Benjamin Besserman, no. What's happened, Benjamin? It's the official Rayo Vallecano promotion anthem. Oh, what's the tune, though? Oh, no. I knew I shouldn't have clicked on him. Why did I click on him? That was inevitable. You click on him to see how well he's doing. Ah. Pain. Injury alert. I know. We've lost that Titkov. That lovely hair he has as well. FM hears, sees, knows. This is all true, Pokes. All true. Come on, Pokes. Give us some more info. What time are we on tonight? By the way, you've got to be sweating by now, haven't you, Pokes? How long have you been playing Atletico Tottenham? 6 months? You're in your second season? You're still in non-league? I want to fine Rutter because he cost me 70 grand a week. What time are we live tonight, Pokesy? I'll try and make sure I'm about. One of your academy... Oh, Hetafe. Right, remember the name. If we ever come across Ignacio Flores, tackle harder. 8:30 p.m. tonight. So what time do you start? 9:15? If you've never seen a poke stream, by the way, ignore what time he says it starts. It'll be 45 minutes after that. He has to do his vocal warm-up exercises, bit of hair makeup. Well, not the hair, just the makeup. Pick out his headpiece for the evening. Okay. We've got some players who have been struggling for fitness that should be back. One of them is Obert. So let's get him in the side. That looks good. I like it. Domenech's still not got fitness. How did Suarez play last game? Good, actually. Good. Okay. Tight turnaround, though, isn't it? So we've lost Titkoff. And Askildson may well struggle in this one. So... that. Titkoff for Nunez. And then do we have another substitute? Do we have anybody warm and breathing? Let's get the Belarusian in there. Okay. Oh, I tell you what. No, that's not actually what I'm going to do. Sierra, you're dropping back out again, son, because I like their link up in defence. Lacu comes back here. And, yeah, Agadello can play central midfield. Can we get scarves with an ice cube, a crown, and a button-down shirt? You will pay $12.99. Ice cube the wrapper or the frozen drink accompaniment? Will you do any more FM YouTube series for FM23? Yes is the answer. Only one, and it will be a mini series. And bizarrely, it's going to be done in conjunction with the University of Alabama. How I get into these things, I have no idea. Sometimes people just contact you and they fall into your lap. What does the University of Alabama, I should say, have to do with Football Manager? To be confirmed, I would say. Tanjung, team is playing good. We're about to take on Sporting Gijon in the second leg of the promotion playoff semi-final with 3-0 up from the first. Forget all about the first leg. Nothing less than 100% focus. He seems anxious now. All right. Well, as long as the defence are doing okay. Are they funding song merch? Their football team makes stupid money. Have they got a already very successful American football team? Have they? They will not be funding any song merch that I'm aware of. No. What are we doing with this highlight straight from the kickoff? Okay, that'll do. That'll do. But yes, Jackie, we'll be doing a little something. Zaragoza are already a goal up, so I think that's 4-2 on aggregate. What's happening? Don't concede early. Not early. Okay, we're alright. We're alright. Just calm it down. We're okay. Calm it down. Just relax. We're alright. Granted, they've had 4 shots very early, but I'm guessing they're probably pretty attacking, aren't they? Oh, they've got a lot of space. Okay, there's the first. Oh, God. No. And do you know what? I have no idea what to do with shouts in two-legged. Does it think we're losing 1-0 on the night, or does it think we're winning 3-1? Oh, Laku. Oh. Right. It's going wrong early here, isn't it? It's going wrong very early. So let's change it up a little bit. They think it's 3-1. So I can't berate them because they think they're being berated at 3-1. Okay, well, we'll do it their way. They are the bosses. Play a diamond. Diamond-esque there. Diamond-esque. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. We're back. No shots yet. Are we playing 4 back and across because we're praying not to lose? All the cool kids are playing this. Just release the poacher. Come on. Come on, just get it. Feed him a chance. Oh! Alright, feed him another chance. Here we go. We're getting back into the game. That extra man in midfield has given us a bit of ball, I think. It's an extra man who can give it away, but we've just... Come on. Come on, son. Are they having a look at that? No, the rest turned around. The rest went away. Come on. Okay. Got the 3-goal cushion back. Suarez. Was that his pass? Oh, it's beautiful as well. Oh, he threaded it through. Love a good through ball. And the youngsters tucked it away. He's got to be knocking on 30 league goals for the season now. Oh, hang on. We're back at the races. Away. Oh, what's happened? Oh, we're giving away a pen. Of course. Of course we've given away a pen. Oh. This song's never going to catch on and we're going to lose in the semis. Okay, so what do I do at half time for team talks then? Because they think we're 4-2 up. Is that right? So you're doing brilliantly. You've done beautifully so far. What a funny thing to say. Now make sure you see this through to the end. No. There we go. Something a little bit more threatening, I would say. Okay. In fact, let me get in. Okay, no. We need just one goal. One more goal. Your song is elite. Can you put it on your soundboard after our first league title? I'm unsure as to what the tune is, though. I feel like I need context. Ice it, slice it, button it down. Is that, have I got it right? Hang on, Jackie, you're going to make me say this, are you? Ugrita? Ugrita has reached Allsvenskan. So upcoming season will be very interesting. Ugrita, the team founded by Scottish players, aren't they? Ice it, oh, it's not slice it, sorry. Crown it. And it seems to me you lived your life like a streamer in the wind, never knowing who to listen to when the advice rained in. And you would have liked to beat Pokes, but you were FM. I don't think I was FM'd. I think I was soundly beaten by the man. Welcome in, Neil, by the way. Welcome in. Not again. Oh, goodness me. This is a little tense. Okay, let's just get a goal here and then we're putting this game to bed. Done and dusted, aren't we? Kippers and custard. No, don't give it away there. That's disastrous. No. Oh, squeeze it away. Come on then, let's break. Here we go. Stay on side, son. You're miles off. You're miles off. Oh, he's 5 yards offside that entire move. The stream ran out long before the legend ever did. Neil, that's some of your best work. Oh, goodness me. Oh. Oh. It's happening, Pokes. I mean, it is happening. Sorry, Jackie, I got confused there as well. That's happening in your save, not real life. Oh. This is your game for the taking. Okay, let's have a little bit of a think. We've got some very tired legs out there. Let's think about the shape that we want to play first of all. Because we are getting overrun by a team who are really attacking us. So let's try and hit them on the break. So that would make sense. Oh, that makes sense. And then that makes sense. Okay, so you can actually go and play there. So why don't you do that? And then we need a mixture of fresh legs and players who will come on and play in different positions. So Askildson can come on and play there, even though he's not that fit himself. Gentile can come on and play at left back. And who else is struggling? Oh, in fact, those two are meant to be the other way around. Okay, there we go. And do you know what? Fröling is coming on. Here we go. Here we go. Benjamin, full Jose here and park the bus. Consider it parked. Got no game. The despair is a good rehearsal for watching Ireland tonight. Canarias for a neutral. Oh, what a tie this would be. Luke Hall and more defenders and park. Yeah, add more defenders and park the bus. Scott, welcome in, sir. Welcome in. How on earth are you? Hang on, Scott, you've got me hitting all kinds of buttons.
Afternoon, everybody.
We may have moved on, Scott, from Red Star Paris to Rayo Vallecano. Semi-final, second leg of the playoffs. And we're 4-3 up. Let's get that tempo. No, that's not right, because I want to counter-attack. So we want to do it with some urgency. Joshua, you're offering the song to Kev. Still here. We got this. We got this, have we? I feel less confident than others might do. But we're okay. We're okay. Low crosses ask your players to hit the byline. Usually useful if you are dominating. Interesting. Neil with a little bit of sage advice. Soccer Scenarios, as Dr. Benji says, you should go Italian. And order lasagna? Alright, okay. It was still an awful long time in this game. And I can't yell at the players because they think we're winning. They think we're doing well. At least if they equalise, I can start berating. Oh, is that's a gift? Well, we're not looking that one. What's their goalkeeper do? Oh, hang on. What? Their goalkeeper got the assist. How is this? Oh, the Lord giveth and he taketh away, doesn't he? Oh, no. I thought we'd been gifted a goal. And we're still only on the 60-minute mark. No. Oh. Oh. Come on. Let's line up Sound of Silence by Simon and Garfunkel. Oh dear. There's your fullback on defend. Is that because I'm trying to condense the space? Maybe that's my fault. Oh, look at the goalkeeper as well. He's having an absolute travesty of a game. Right, we're going to have to change the formation again, aren't we? What can we make out of what I've put on the pitch? Let's see if we're even tying when I want to make changes. Oh, no. Come off it. Oh, I don't believe it. It's just... Oh, come off it. That feels very, very convenient to me. So what's the score? 5-1 on the night. And that's not the first time they will have beaten us 5-1 this season. Okay, this makes things interesting then, doesn't it? Gonna have a bit of a rejig here. Let's have a little look. What can we do? Get those back on. That back on. Okay. Ooh. Heads in hands time. Calvo straight into the reserves. He's told me he wants to consider his options at the end of his contract. I don't think he's got any options. What else can we do? Suarez. Agudelo. Okay, so let's bring Furling here. And let's go Vera. Okay, I mean, there's time. We can at least say there's time. And we've got the berate now. Oh, they're coming at us again. Fabulous. Go on, get a sixth. It's reserves football or the sack, sunshine. Oh, they got a corner as well. Does a goal mean that we'd be leading on the away goals rule? By the way, is that what that means? By the way, that disallowed goal now feels very harsh. I don't know how we can be offside when their goalkeeper drops the ball. I mean, surely when we cross the ball, that doesn't count. That's got to be a different phase of play, isn't it? Oh, it's too late for your saves now, son. 5.8. Oh, now look at him. He's the best goalkeeper in the world now. Look at him. Like picking apples off a tree. We're having absolutely no chances at all, by the way. Creating absolutely nothing. Okay. So we think again. Well, you don't like being there, do you? Okay, well, them are the breaks, son. Them are the breaks. Send him up for corner so he can redeem himself. A bit early for that, but yeah, we could do that, couldn't we? Never done that before. Okay. Oh, God, it's all them still. Oh, they've hit the bar now. We've done absolutely nothing in this game. We're just defending. I mean, they're 5-4 up now. Oh, that felt like a penalty tackle as well. Look at him playing like he's having a great game, this goalie. Come on, winner. Oh. What kind of highlight is this? Oh. Oh, come on. Fill the box, Scaffer. Throw them forward. Go on. Just go on. Drop it into the box. Go on. Oh. Right. What else is there? What else is there? I don't know. More runners. You've texted the people in charge of the fan viewing back in Madrid. They've been instructed to stop icing Crowning Llama down. Make it strikeless. Their defenders could get lost. I don't know at this point. Their defenders seem to have it pretty well in hand, don't they? Just can't even get a chance, a shot. Well, yeah, there's a bit of space on the wings, though. Go on, it's all inside you now. And again, 1-2. Now deliver. Go on, somebody get up. Oh, no. Okay, we're back. Come on, then. LA Lakers, fast break makers, kings of the court. Oh. Oh, do we call it there? Is it done? I mean, do you even bother putting a centre back up front at this point? Oh, hang on, that's not right. Do you know one of the hardest things in this game is squeezing a player in the middle of two others? We've conceded 6. That's why we love it, isn't it? Still time, says Neil. Still time with this goalie. Oh, no. 3-0 up from the first leg. 3-0 up. Oh. What would you say a goal before 90 at least makes it interesting? Oh, look at that. Come off it. Okay. Oh, the goalie. I tell you what got no game. That comment came up on screen before they took that free kick as well. You called it. Look at the goalie. Oh. Well, so this caps a good week, FM-wise. Do you know what, Scott? I feel like maybe we didn't. Maybe we didn't try. How do you win the first leg 3-0 and then concede 7? Oh, yeah, well, at least you've actually just smashed the ball into an opponent's face. I'll give you that. Well, look at us dominating now, aren't we? Dominating. What does this mean for job security? Absolutely nothing, by the way. Because the board wanted us to avoid relegation. So, and they want the same for next season. So they're not particularly ambitious. There we go. That's got to be the worst game of Football Manager ever streamed. The gaffer has been in Spain for less than a season, Scott. So we got Red Star Paris promoted to the second tier, and we were doing all right, upper mid-table in our first season in Ligue 2 in France. And by the way, look at some of these ratings. And then the Vallecano job came up, and we jumped. Hang on, let's enjoy some of these. Let's enjoy some of these. You can't even see the goalkeeper's rating. Is he below a 5? Yeah, he's not. No, he's finished with a 5. Was it a 5.4 he's finished with? He's conceded 7 goals. This 7-1 is worse. No, Pokes, the 2-1 was still actually worse. Could be worse. You could have lost to Kev. It looked like the goalkeeper threw all 4 limbs at the ball. In that sense, great work. Thank you very much, Soccer Scenarios. Yeah, kept them up. That's what I was meant to do. At least you have a first choice keeper. Not anymore. He's getting sold. Are we sure the goalkeeper isn't from the Make-A-Wish Foundation? Calv Go. I thank you. GB, wee bit late. Yeah. hopefully you got the gist at the end there. This just in, Rayo Vallecano announces the sacking of their goalkeeper. Frankly, sir, you were rubbish. He will be summarily fired from a cannon. Wow. Wow. Do you know what? So we had this terrible run of form, which meant that we couldn't get automatic promotion. And then we recover it to go unbeaten at the end of the season. We only conceded in 1 of the last 5 games, and then 7. 7. Oh dear, dear. But this is why we keep playing. If it was linear progress, and we wouldn't keep coming back for more, would we? We're like sufferers. It's like Stockholm syndrome. Good news is you'll have a ton of money. I will with all the players I'm going to sell. Okay, little bit of admin. Thank you everybody that's tuned in this week. Absolutely fabulous. Rook, you've gone a little bit early there. There's no stream this Monday because me and the little llamas are doing another one of the 92. And given the number of games that there are going on right now, you can probably work out which one we're going to. So I'll be with the little llamas on Monday, but we will be back on Wednesday of next week when I make one solemn promise to you. We might not be any better come Wednesday stream, but very few of the players that have just capitulated in that last game are actually going to be on the pitch. Thank you for all of you for dropping by. Honestly, your chat makes the afternoon. And we are going to see you on Wednesday, 1 p.m. UK, 8 a.m. on the East Coast of America, into the evening across Asia. Scott, incredibly late at night in Australia. Apologies. And well, we've got a very busy rebuild that is going to start in about 30 seconds time. See you on Wednesday.